Retroscreen is the world's leading company dedicated to the conduct of human viral challenge, a model which they have pioneered this century.
The main reason why I wanted to set Retroscreen up was lots of big companies, nothing to do with academia, but big companies were developing antiviral, antiretroviral, anti-HIV drugs, but they couldn't test them. So suddenly I thought, well, we could make a contribution to that. We could be part of the discovery of a new drug, and in fact we were.
Dr. Rob Lamkin-Williams played a fundamental role in the establishment and development of the human viral challenge model since its inception at Retroscreen in 2001.
We saw an opportunity that there was a gap in the research market to do research where we expose people to viruses, with their consent, of course. And we took 8 people, put them in a hall of residence, infected them. I was locked away with them myself. And from that, we've done this over 12 years with over 1,000 volunteers.
We're the global leaders in conducting viral challenges in order to ensure that volunteers are inoculated with the virus in a safe and controlled setting so that we can actually test virus against a drug or a vaccine and ensure that these drugs and vaccines get to market quicker.
In September 2012, Retroscreen completed the largest ever influenza challenge study at their dedicated and unique quarantine unit located in the Queen Mary Bioenterprise Innovation Centre. The facility is conveniently located in the London Borough of Tower Hamlets and only a 10-minute walk from Whitechapel Tube Station.
What's unique about this facility is it was purpose-built. When we first arrived, you had a central lift shaft and the outside walls. Everything else is where we've chosen to put it. One of the really good features of our unit is that the volunteers are in individual rooms, all under negative pressure. And the reason for this is 2 things. One, we don't want the virus getting out the room and infecting our staff or anybody else. But also, we don't want a common cold virus from a member of staff or anybody else infecting a volunteer in a flu study. So it's a nice, clean way of doing it. We know the virus we gave them, we know when we gave them it, and we know it's not another virus that's on the unit. But also it allows us to control what is effectively an experiment in very detailed level. And that means we can take a lot of blood samples from these volunteers. We can wash out their nose 2 or 3 times a day to look at the amount of virus. The medical team are on site the whole time, and that means the sampling we can do is very, very detailed and very safe for the volunteers, which makes this a complete state-of-the-art facility, perfect made for what we do.
It's Retroscreen's bespoke quarantine facility that offers clients the unique opportunity to perform challenge studies any time of the year.
So what's pioneering about using the human viral challenge model is the speed at which it can happen. We can get them proof of concept in a year, whereas to do a field study will take them 2 or 3 years. It's cheaper because we don't have to run around the world trying to recruit at multiple centres. We do it all here. And the risk, therefore, to the client on their project is reduced.
The human VCM enables pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, as well as world-leading academic groups, to accelerate and reduce the cost of bringing antiviral drugs, diagnostics and vaccines to market.
Retroscreen makes a huge investment into our virus that we use in our projects. Before each project is conducted, we do a characterization or titration study on the virus that we're going to use if it's a new virus. That particular characterization or titration study will select the dose or the titer of virus that we will use in our therapeutic or our vaccine type projects. We've got a wonderful safety record that we're all proud of. Over 1,000 subjects inoculated safely in this controlled setting.
We worked with a company to actually get the proof of concept of their drug onto the next stage of its development, probably about 2 or 3 years earlier than it would have been if they'd had to do it the old-fashioned field-based study.
The added value that Retroscreen brings to our customers is the ability to see what's going on with their drug and make product decisions that much sooner in the process. We've had multiple proof of concept successes. We've been able to research difficult patient populations, and that's allowed the drug companies to go that much faster. The expertise is invaluable, and it really sets us apart as a company.
The dedicated team at Retroscreen are committed to creating the next generation of drugs and vaccines for a number of respiratory diseases.
With 7 billion people spreading infections, all the time, respiratory viruses are going to take a long time to conquer, and Retroscreen will be at the centre of it, I'm sure.
Here at Retroscreen, we've got a world-class team of scientists, of medical staff, and in general, people who are passionate about what they do. We're excited about the virology, we're excited about the medicine and the immunology. We're excited about the conduct of these challenge studies in a safe and in a controlled setting. We feel that we're making a difference, and we really hope that not only from a new treatment point of view, from a new vaccine point of view, but we hope that the research that we do and the data that we collect will really make a real difference to the global community.